water barrier just at the last second before it went out of sight.
Okay, and there goes the tow truck out there also, so there must be some pretty decent damage to that car. So looks like we're just going to have a short delay here, folks, while we get this car recovered and out of harm's way.
While we are waiting, we might talk more about Boat Supplies, who are our bronze sponsor for Teakle Autosprint 2018, along with Carl's Excavations, Magic 89.9, Local Liquid, Lincoln Steel, Holcomb Concrete, and Kim Clark Contractors, our silver sponsors. Of course, Shannon's. You told us all about Shannon's before, Mark. Fantastic support they give at Teakle Autosprint 2018.
You get down there and get a quote on your insurance and go into that free draw to go for some hot laps at Mallow Motorsport Park with Jim Richards in a Porsche GT3. What a great prize. Gee. And you don't have to in fact, I think you get bonus entries if you actually purchase some insurance off of Shannon's. I think you get another 5 entries or something around that mark. So
go and sort that out in pit lane.
So go down and see Jeff Hughes and the boys down there, and the Shannon's down there at the pits.
Do it right now. Go down and check out the cars in pit lane and go and see Shannon's. Also, McDonald's Port Lincoln. You can go and catch them on Liverpool Street for a feed today. Southern Cross Oz Stereo, Sip and Save. They're our silver sponsors. Gold sponsors for Teakle Autosprint 2018. Coates Lawyers, Impact Fertilisers, Harder Transport, Incitec Pivot Fertilisers, Onshore Electrical Solutions, and of course the award-winning Port Lincoln Hotel. So big thank you to all of those sponsors. We'll go through our main sponsor, T-Corp. They're the naming rights sponsor, of course, the Teakle Autosprint 2018. And we are halfway through our 4th run of the day. Is that right? Or just beyond that? Yeah, about 2/3 of the way through our 4th run of the day. Leading our 4th run at the moment is John Beasley. He's had a wonderful day. This will be his 3rd out of 4th wins out of the 4 runs that we've had so far. Dan Day is in the 41s in this run as well, but back in 2nd position, 41.85. And rounding out the top 3 is Mark Rundle's Mitsubishi Evo of 42.125. So we are quickening up as we thought we would, Mark.
Yeah, we certainly are. Now we're just waiting to recover this Volkswagen of Renault Filky at the moment. So unfortunately Kevin Weeks has been left down here on the start line baking in the Lamborghini, so it's not an ideal situation. It's pretty frustrating when you just get a lot of these track recoveries at these speed events and you're the ones sitting in the car down on the start line, because what that does, and you speak to a lot of drivers, they get a lot of adrenaline when you pull up to a line and you get pumped up, and you sort of lose that adrenaline after you've been sitting there for a few minutes.
That makes sense.
Not only that, it gets very hot.
Well, it would.
You're fully suited, so it can be quite exhausting. So that's the not really the ideal situation for Kevin Weeks, even though Kevin will be quite used to it. But
now for the situation for the driver that was on track at the time, that's the another interesting thing. What happens there?
So Tim Corbett was following him around. He'll get a rerun.
Yep.
Yeah, normally what happens when we get a red flag situation like that, you will get a rerun. So Tim Corbett should be able to get that rerun back there in the Falcon. So not much is happening. I can't see any of the officials down there looking around. Just for a moment or two. So we'll be back shortly. I think after this recovery, we'll let you know exactly what's happening. And our track recovery has been completed. Now it will be Kevin Weeks in the V10 Lamborghini Legato, I should say. Was very, very strong also at the previous run, is also getting better.
It's been quick all day, Mark.
Yeah, it'll be quicker tomorrow, trust me.
Yeah.
You will see a lot more of this tomorrow, but just having a look at our screens at the moment. There he goes, come back inside, turns it back around into Ding Street again.
Oh, yeah, he's turned beautifully there.
So you can see on screen at the moment Sean Williamson in the US Legend car. And the King Street gives you a great look, certainly from that angle.
Yep.
You see the rear of the cars disappear down past the Domino's Pizza Bar. And Kevin Weeks there finished up with a 45.34.
It's a great run.
Sean Williamson on track at the moment. This is Tim Corbett. We were just talking about he's going to be what we've got on a rerun, as we were mentioning before.
Yep. So he's off to have... yep, off he goes.
So he's on his way. So Sean Williamson, Tim Corbett in car 54.
Sean will have crossed the line by now. We'll just wait on the time. 48.55.
Not bad for a little small capacity car. Be quite pleased about that, that's for sure. And we're just going back to Tim Corbett is on the rerun, and then car 57 there at Peter Scott.
Yep. Looking forward to Dougal Downer on the line soon as well in his Datsun 1600. It's been one of the quickest, yeah. Looking forward to seeing him go in a tick. But on the track right now goes Peter Scott.
Peter Scott, all 12 cylinders of it. Have a listen. So it makes me wonder how they got a V12 motor under that bonnet.
There's no point having.
Have you ever seen the size of a V12 motor? They are enormous.
There's no point having a stereo in that car. You are not hearing it.
So Tim Corbett on his rerun there with a 48.36 takes him back to 25th position. So Peter Scott in the Mafia car.
That's right. We're looking for Tommy Guns out the back window.
Oh, he's got that thing absolutely screaming. Now, talking about screaming, this is Dougal Downer.
Here he is.
Check out the wheel lift on this thing.
And
wow. Gee whiz. He's hung that right out again. Just have a look at the brake pinch too. Look at the smoke coming out the rear of that car. Heads down to Air Street. That'd be a great place to watch this car down the bottom of that circuit.
Down there, and then back he'll come now.
There he comes down through the hay bales. Very loose. I reckon he had a very good look at the concrete barrier there. He had a good look at the hay bales too down in front of Domino's, if you don't mind. So Dougal Downer driving with an extreme amount of aggression here. In fact, a 43.84.
Wow.
43.84.
In a Datsun 1600, thank you very much.
He takes him into 6th position.
Wow.
And he's just missed out of getting inside of the top 5 behind Amanda Sparks.
The Datsun has pushed to within 0.1 of a second of the Porsche Cayman. Thank you very much.
Just behind them is Scott Limber with a 43.99. Gee, so that's 5th, 6th and 7th position again. That has been very closely contested.
Unbelievable.
So on track at the moment, we've already seen Andrew Barnard out there at the moment. He's at a 46.97. And then we've got Phil Waters in the Ford Mustang, car number 11. In fact, that's Payne Waters, my apologies. There's definitely 11 on the side of that car, so not too sure. She should have been out earlier, so she's running out of water for some strange reason. So
now we're Thomas Walker on the line.
Yeah, Tom's over there again.
Had a disappointing run last time. Yeah.
Still with Tom this morning. He's had good fun, so we've certainly shown that. Gee, what's wrong with the Waters car? That is travelling very slowly for some reason.
Something's going on there.
Something's wrong with that car. So Walker once again very slow off the line in the VT Coldall Saloon car.
Some trouble off the line last run.
Look at the opposite lock on the front.
Yeah.
Geez, so exit out again. There's a lot of rear end in this car to be pushing around this little tight circuit. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. 45.84. Tom Walkham heading down towards Air Street. And it comes back into view. He'll come back into the complex in a moment. Here he comes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yep.
Down through the car park and out down through the gum trees. Around he goes.
Threw it out effortlessly.
Yeah. Win there. With the
Michael Armand.
So the GT3 Cup car of Michael Armand has been launched also. This is a very fast piece of machinery too.
Oh, look at it go. Whoa.
Goodness me.
It's on a quick run there.
You get a cold if you stand alongside of that. That's a lot of air turbulence coming off the rear of that car. Tom Walkham there with a 53.02. So Armand here, what's he been at? He's done a couple of 43 runs, so he should be around that mark again. So the 62 car on its way.
This is a good run.
Yeah, it's been strong. No mistakes whatsoever. So the GT3 991 GT3 Cup car 43.2. 43.2 there for Michael Armand. So that gets him in front of Amanda Sparks there in the other Porsche Cayman. And
just sneaking into the top 5.
And another one in the 43 second bracket, if you don't mind. We've got them chock-a-block full loaded in that middle sector. So
it's unbelievable, isn't it? Look at that. You've got 10 cars there in between 43, 44 seconds. Incredible. To be within 2 seconds of each other.
Great Porsche out there, the little GTR Pulsar as well. This is Nick Strakaisen.
This is the one we've been looking forward to.
I don't think we've seen the best of it yet. Braden Porsche did a 48 neat.
Oof.
So the wheel or racing entry there of Nick Strakaisen.
Hasn't held a thing back all day, Nick. And
No, he'll be right in this too, I suggest. He'll come back and look at the hay bales very quickly here. No room for error down through the hay bales and between the concrete barriers there on the entry to King Street. Spot on.
oh, yes. Smooth as silk.
So R35 there, Nick Strakaisen. Still John Beasley on top of our timing screen here.
Oh, 43, yeah.
43, well, not quick enough for Nick Strakaisen. So he now gets inside at the top 5. So the top 5 6 now looks like this. Strakaisen with 43.13. Michael Armand there with a 43.2, a 43.74 there for Amanda Sparks. Teakle down a 43.8 and a 43.9 there for Scott Dingman. That's positions between 5 to 9.
You could throw a blanket over those guys. That is insane. That's less than a blink of an eye. And on track right now, Michael Argoon in the in the Holden Commodore.
Yes,
that is the VK, is it?
Yes, the VK. That's the part stop entry.
Yes.
Michael also from down at the Mount Gambier district, and he's gone through at a 47.25, and it's Peter Burns out there in the Triumph Stag. Out there, another roll around. Here he comes.
And have the fourth look at our back-to-back escorts in a moment. It'll be clean around this corner here. Yes.
Yeah, not bad. That's a very long car, that Stag, isn't it, when you have a look at it? It's got a huge boot on it. Has to put the hay bales in to feed the horses. Should have got him a ute.
You definitely want the transponder on the front rather